Imagine waking up to a sports landscape completely shattered by a single headline. Imagine a 21-year-old rising star suddenly vaulting into the ultra-exclusive stratosphere of athletic royalty, commanding figures reserved only for global icons. That is precisely the reality sending shockwaves through the sporting world right now. Emirates Airlines, the undisputed titan of global aviation and the official airline partner of all 4 Grand Slam tournaments, has reportedly signed a breathtaking, multi-million-dollar endorsement contract with Philippine tennis prodigy Alex Eala. Nobody saw this coming. Industry veterans were caught off guard. Media outlets scrambled to verify the numbers. Social media exploded into absolute chaos as fans, analysts, and fellow players tried to determine whether they were witnessing the birth of a global commercial juggernaut, or falling victim to one of the most elaborate hoaxes in modern sports history. Is this record-shattering endorsement deal legitimate? Or is the tennis community being pulled into another digital mirage? Let's unravel the high-stakes truth behind the story everyone is talking about. The news broke like a lightning bolt in the early morning hours. Rumors began cascading across major platforms alleging that Alex Eala, the young phenom who was sitting outside the WTA top 30 just months ago, had secured a multi-million-dollar annual agreement with the Dubai-based carrier. To fully understand the magnitude of this alleged contract, you have to look at the numbers. Eala's career prize money sits at approximately $1.49 million. Her impressive existing portfolio, featuring elite partnerships with Nike, Babolat, Globe Telecom, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Milo, and locally Juice, brings in an estimated $3 million annually. If this Emirates deal is accurate, it would instantly triple or even quadruple her income overnight, placing her firmly among the highest-earning female athletes on the planet. When a contract triples an athlete's career earnings overnight, the line between reality and internet rumor becomes razor-thin. Naturally, skepticism ran rampant. And for good reason. The tennis world has been burned before. Back in September 2025, a viral claim spread like wildfire asserting that racket manufacturer Wilson had handed Eala a jaw-dropping $45 million endorsement package. Fact-checkers quickly debunked the story as a complete fabrication. Not long after, another claim surfaced alleging a $2 million annual deal with Emirates, which was similarly dismissed due to a complete lack of official confirmation. So why are insiders claiming that this time is different? Sources close to the negotiations insist that the contract is authentic, hinting that an official global press announcement is only days away. The sports world is holding its breath. Because if these sources are right, the commercial landscape of women's tennis has just changed forever. To realize why a global powerhouse like Emirates would commit this level of capital to a 21-year-old, you only need to look back at the historic grass court swing of 2026. Eala's performance at Wimbledon was nothing short of extraordinary. She became the first Filipino player in the Open era to reach the 4th round of a Grand Slam singles draw, but her journey didn't end there. On the sacred turf of center court, Eala delivered a performance for the ages, taking down defending champion and world titan Iga Swiatek in a nerve-shredding third-round clash, winning 7-6, 6-2. It wasn't a fluke. It was a tactical masterclass. Eala generated a staggering 71 break-point opportunities throughout her tournament run, keeping elite opponents constantly on the defensive. She committed just 21 unforced errors in her match against Swiatek, while her opponent unraveled with 44. Along her route to the semifinals, Eala didn't just beat Swiatek, she ousted former Grand Slam champions Jelena Ostapenko and Madison Keys. That electrifying performance vaulted Eala from world ranking number 32 straight to a career-high number 28. More importantly, it proved that her game possesses the rare combination of devastating power, precise geometry, and impenetrable mental toughness needed to dominate on the biggest stages in sports. Alex Eala did not appear out of nowhere. Her rise is the product of meticulous preparation, world-class training, and relentless ambition. Born in 2005, Eala's raw talent was recognized almost immediately. She left home at a young age to hone her craft at the renowned Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Spain, developing her game under the direct guidance of tennis legend Rafael Nadal. Her marketability was apparent early on. At just 8 years old, she signed her first major endorsement deal with Globe Telecom, making her one of the youngest brand ambassadors in Philippine history. Her junior career was marked by historic milestones. She became the first Filipino player to win a Grand Slam junior title, establishing herself as the torchbearer for Philippine tennis. She transitioned seamlessly into the professional WTA Tour, shocking the tennis landscape in March 2025 by making a miraculous run to the semifinals of the Miami Open, a WTA 1000 event, while ranked number 140 in the world. By the time the 2026 season arrived, Eala had transformed from a promising prodigy into a global superstar. But her value goes far beyond her baseline strokes. Representing a nation of over 110 million people, Eala carries the pride of a country that has never had a tennis icon of this caliber. She is articulate, humble, and poised under pressure. Corporations aren't just buying space on her kit, they are investing in her character, her story, and an unmatched emotional connection with millions of passionate fans. From a corporate perspective, Emirates' interest in Eala is a masterstroke of global brand positioning. Emirates already holds a dominant presence in tennis, serving as the premier partner of the ATP Tour and enjoying high-visibility placements across all 4 Grand Slams. However, securing Eala gives the aviation giant a direct, high-profile ambassador in the rapidly expanding Asian sports market. Furthermore, Eala's appeal resonates powerfully with the massive global Philippine diaspora spread across the Middle East, North America, and Europe, key flight routes and prime demographics for a global carrier. This agreement also highlights a massive cultural shift in sports business. For decades, female athletes fought for endorsement terms that were only a fraction of those awarded to male stars. Today, major institutional sponsors are deploying smart money, investing heavily in rising female athletes who command loyal, cross-border followings. If confirmed, Eala's contract places her in rarefied air alongside absolute legends of the sport, such as Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Serena Williams, all of whom leverage their on-court brilliance into multi-decade partnerships with luxury and aviation leaders. As the global tennis community eagerly awaits formal confirmation, the focus naturally shifts to what lies ahead for Alex Eala. A financial contract of this magnitude provides ultimate career security. It allows an athlete to build a world-class support team, hire top-tier physical therapists and biomechanical coaches, and manage travel logistics without worrying about week-to-week prize money. However, immense investment brings undeniable scrutiny. Going into upcoming hardcourt events like the Mubadala DC Open and the US Open, Eala will no longer be viewed as the underdog. Every tactical decision, every unforced error, and every loss will be dissected by commentators expecting her to perform like a top 10 superstar. Yet those who have watched her journey from Mallorca to center court know that pressure is where Alex Eala thrives. She has proven her mettle against the greatest players in the world. Guided by humility, anchored by family, and backed by an entire nation, she stands at the threshold of a new era. The tennis landscape is evolving. As the legendary figures of the past hand over the mantle, a new generation, led by dynamic talents like Carlos Alcaraz, Coco Gauff, Iga Swiatek, and Alex Eala, is taking center stage. The world is watching, the stakes have never been higher, and Alex Eala's story is just getting started. If you want to stay ahead of the biggest updates, breaking news, and deep dive analysis in the sports world, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to World Zone right now. Tap that notification bell so you never miss a story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.